Simpson. And Japan have gone absent without leave. This is Whitmore. Hall and Gale both available. It's still Whitmore. It is the Reggaeboyz who take the lead.
Greetings, football lovers. Welcome to Ballchat, CONCACAF Nations League watch along. My name is Benton, along with the family. Engineer Wagwan family. Junior, how you doing, family? How you doing?
Yo, ready up. Eternal Father, bless our land.
Well, that's a Jamaican anthem. Big up to all listeners. Big up yourself. If you listen to us anywhere, want to thank you guys for joining us. We're getting ready for Mexico versus the Reggaeboyz versus Jamaica, kicking off in 45 minutes. And first and foremost, my apologies, our apologies to the listeners who did not hear that we're going to postpone today's show, the 5 p.m. show, until later. We're going to move it until later in the day for the watch along. So my apologies, family. Big up to those who pinged us earlier in the day, said, well, go on with Ballchat. So, Junior, here we are again, brother. CONCACAF Nations League, Reggaeboyz, White Rum, don't know, Mexico, you don't know, tequila, whatever. How you feeling?
Part of me wants to feel confident because Mexican team is a team in flux, right? So this is one of our strongest 11s that we're sending out there, and we don't know which Mexico team is going to show up, right? So I am feeling somewhat confident.
Junior is feeling that's a very measured, somewhat confident statement. Big up yourself. Big up to El Pistolero. Bless up yourself, family. Run it in. Send on your comments and statements. We're going to get through some football news because we had some breaking news earlier before we get to our starting 11. But just rest assured, we're going to get to the Reggaeboyz Mexico game kicking off at 8 p.m. We'll actually dive into that matchup about 7:30. But we're going to discuss some football news, and hot off the press, we have to start with this one. The one Mr. Antonio Conte has talked himself out of a job, Junior. He was officially sacked within the last, 2 hours by Spurs. Spurs released a statement saying Christian Tellini and I guess Ryan Mason will take charge of the team for the remaining 10 games. Junior, what took it so long, family?
Probably figuring out if them can handle the payout. Aren't they still paying Jose Mourinho? So now you're about to be paying 2 coaches not to coach you. Plus, you're looking to pay another coach who you're going to fire again in probably the next 3 years, 4 years. So I mean that might be what was taking so long. I'm probably finding a successor, which them said that like you probably soon give the information about the successor. But yeah, it's crazy. It's still a surreal feeling because 2 years ago when Conte was signed, we were saying how with his track record that he knows how to win and blah blah blah, Tottenham is finally going to go over the hump. And look at them now.
I was that guy. I was a big fan of this hire. I applauded this hire. I celebrated this hire. I actually was yearning for a trophy for Spurs. And if not Antonio Conte, they had Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho took them to the final, and they sacked him right before that. I think it was the League Cup final.
Right.
So here comes Antonio Conte, another serial winner. And I said, yo, these guys, they must win something. But lo and behold, here we are, 2 years later approximately, and Antonio Conte is out of a job after that major press conference where he says 20 years, this is Spurs DNA, essentially, a history of failure. So, Junior, you know what, he pretty much left them no choice in sacking him.
No, I mean, he made it abundantly clear that he doesn't like them, and he make it abundantly clear that you're going to pay me to stay, one, And two, you're going to pay me while I still hate you publicly. So he made their stance unattainable. Yeah, it was untenable or whatever. There was no coming back. None.
Yep.
And he's very strategic because he did it right before the international break, which is generally when teams go to change managers, because they give them 2 weeks to bring in a new manager, have a new manager in place that can implement some form of a system. So he knew what he was doing all along.
Yeah, man, can't tell an idiot. You know what I'm doing. Big up to the family, big up to Delja, big up to the Reggaeboyz fans running in. Getting ready for the Reggaeboyz against Mexico. Watch along kicking off at 8 p.m. Game is on Paramount Plus. We'll do commentary and analysis as the game. So just don't know. We'll get into the actual starting 11, starting at in about 10 minutes or so, or 9 minutes or so at 7:30, and focus our attention on that matchup in CONCACAF Nations League A encounter. Junior, another big news that occurred this week. One, Mr. Julian Nagelsmann. I personally think that you salt up the Julian. I personally think your goat mode salt him up, because you've been saying that he was going to get sacked from about donkey. And Julian Nagelsmann is out of a job. Sacked by Bayern Munich on Tuesday. First, before we discuss Thomas Tuchel, his replacement, Junior, I mean, Nagelsmann undefeated in the Champions League. Have them set. I mean, yes, they're second in the Bundesliga behind Borussia Dortmund. But, I mean, Kahn and his co-director said they have seen things got progressively worse, or not good, or whatever they want to use the word, what word they use. And they decided to make a decision at this point. Junior, your thoughts on Nagelsmann getting the boot of Bayern Munich?
Well, I would say I told you so. Everybody with that is on my side of the fence is going to say, we were right. We knew this was coming. Look, the measure of Conte at Tottenham is different than the measure of Nagelsmann at Bayern Munich, right? Simply because I think it's a record 10 years straight. It's a decade straight Bayern Munich has won the Bundesliga. And every year by this time, no matter what has been happening for the whole year, by this time, Bayern Munich starts separating themselves, right? In a year when Borussia Dortmund is still trying to figure out life without the Viking. In a year when Bayer Leverkusen is not the regular Bayer Leverkusen. How the hell is Bayern Munich still fighting for the Bundesliga title in March? That should never happen, right? The Champions League record, all that shows me is that the players have pride. All that shows me is that the players are self-motivated. The Bundesliga slip-up shows me that they are not motivated by this coach. And Oliver Kahn, being such a great goalkeeper in his day and a great player in his day, can't tell what a motivated team look like on a league match day versus a Champions League day. So if Nagelsmann just want to coach Champions League, you should not bring in one Bundesliga coach and you coach Champions League. I mean, you're Bundesliga coach Bundesliga. But they were not being coached by Nagelsmann. It's obvious. But the other side of the story, though, is this. The thing that doomed Germany at the World Cup, actually the last two World Cups, is the clique, right? And there is some credence, or there has to be something to be said about the snitches in the locker room.
Yeah, I remember
has
that.
to be.
Yeah, there was coming.
Because you cannot be Julian Nagelsmann, such a decorated record in the Champions League, and then publicly you're getting hung like this, right? So something happened. It's obvious the players don't like him, or it's obvious certain players don't respect him. Yeah, and these certain players have the ear of the director. Oliver Kahn, and I'm just talking from the other side of the coin now. Oliver Kahn might be a little bit too much of a player at this point, instead of an administrator and saying, I know the locker room.
Yeah.
Something is there.
Sally Hamzic, director of football at Bayern, said, quote, of course there were problems. We had a few discipline issues. Julian Nagelsmann is a very good coach, but we had a few problems.
Right.
But you can say whatever you want to say right now. I mean, because you want to validate or definitely really put a rubber stamp on the sacking. No, if it don't work, then dog nyam them supper. We're going to see what happened to them in Mr. Khan and Mr. Salam Hamzic if it don't work. But dog nyam them supper. And the man who replaced Football Family, we're getting ready for the Reggaeboyz against Mexico kicking off in 35 minutes. The man who replaced, we'll get to the Reggaeboyz preview starting at 30 minutes after the hour. So the man who replaced Mr. Nagelsmann is the one himself, the one and only Mr. Thomas Tuchel. Junior, Thomas Tuchel is back. Outstanding manager. Well, maybe outstanding is too much, but very good manager. Very good manager. Champions League winner. Your thoughts with the appointment of Mr. Thomas Tuchel? I did something stood out at the presser where Mr. Khan said that the quality of the football that Bayern Munich played on the Nagelsmann, it's almost like he implied that it wasn't good enough. The style, it wasn't impressive. They weren't fancy, but I mean, I don't remember Thomas Tuchel playing impressive football. So,
Yo, well,
no, but I don't want to misrepresent Mr. Khan's statements. I want to see if I can find the quote. Go ahead, Junior.
Yeah, because when Tuchel came to Chelsea after PSG, it was a fancy ball. It was pragmatic. It was let's get out there and get the job done, which is what gave them the Champions League trophy that year, right? That they went out there and just played pragmatic, boring football that works, right? You go out there, you win Champions League, and the thing with Tuchel is this. Tuchel is such a funny story because he was a successful coach at PSG that he won all of these league titles, right? But he was fired at PSG for what? Not winning Champions League.
Not winning Champions League, yes.
Went to Chelsea and took over a team that was built by Frank Lampard and Frank Lampard's reign. And it was a team that was built to challenge for the Premier League. But Tuchel took that team and got the monkey off him back the first year and won the Champions League.
Yeah.
Following year, probably a year and a half, they start stutter in the Premier League. And then, of course, you know what happened with the order and the whole oligarch and the Ukraine war and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But Tuchel lost his job because of bad performances in the Premier League, right? So then, fast forward now, Bayern Munich is getting rid of their coach, who is having a perfect record in the Champions League, but is struggling in their Premier League. Yeah. So what you expect Tuchel to do? And Tuchel had the perfect comment when the man said, like, it was something like, this is not the ideal start. I don't like the start or whatever, because they won't play against Leverkusen, I think, or Dortmund. I think they start against Leverkusen, and then they play Man City.
Yeah.
But Tuchel can easily start 0-2 as a Bayern Munich coach, lose the first league game, lose the Champions League game, and Nagelsmann will sit down and sit up.
And just yeah, so they
What
start.
expect?
So on Saturday they will start off against Dortmund, and then on April 4th they will go in against Freiburg in the DF in the cup competition, and then there's another Freiburg game, and then
And then City.
and then Man City. Yes, yes. So we
No, we don't care about the cup game.
Huh?
You're right about 3 games before City. But we don't care about the cup game.
Yeah, we don't care about the cup competition.
So the 2 biggest games you have is against rivals for the league and a team who want to kick out your teeth for Champions League with a coach that you beat for the Champions League at Chelsea, and against a coach in Pep that is probably coaching his last year at Man City, because we don't know what the financial fair play ramifications going to be for City. So Pep can easily go on next year. Plus, you're playing against Pep, who used to coach Bayern Munich. I mean,
there are so many storylines.
Tuchel gets set up.
So, and to be fair to Khan, he said, quote, "We have one of the best squads in Europe, but the continuity was not getting any better. We can't be satisfied with performance and results this year. If you look at everything, we only won 5 out of 10 games in the Bundesliga. That's not our ambition." So, all right. All right. Good luck to them. Time to pivot to the big side. To Reggaeboyz versus Mexico, coming up in 29 minutes at the Azteca. Starting 11 for Coach Diego Coco. New man at the helm, Junior. New coach is the man that replaces Tata Martino. This is his second game in charge. Made his debut against Suriname. I think, yeah, the Suriname game was his first game, if I'm remembering clearly. Mexico coming off a 2-0 victory over Suriname. In goal, Guillermo Ochoa, Cesar Montes in the defense, Edison Alvarez, Luis Romo, Oberlin Pineda, Hector Moreno, Luis Chavez, Jorge Sanchez, Henry Martin, Irvin Lozano, Chucky Lozano, Jesus Gallardo. The man them run out the big side, Junior.
A very big old side.
Them run out the big side.
Yeah, but the side all.
The side run out the big side, Junior.
The side all and the side small.
What did you think of them against Suriname the other night?
It's our old small side. They looked old and they looked small.
And
Suriname was giving them problems with their size.
Yes, but Suriname gave me a strange Jamaica feeling in this game against Mexico on Thursday night. You can do all the things right coming up to the goal, or do the things getting to the goal, the final third very well. But ultimately, football is about scoring goals. And Suriname could not score a goal to save their lives from golden opportunities. I mean, you see, our brother had a chance to score one goal and then kick it 6 row. I mean, out of the stadium. The stadium don't have 6 rows. So that was how the man. So it's just, all right. For the dentist, Coach Hemir Hal Grimson. Reggaeboyz starting 11, of course. Andre Blake is out injured. So we got Jamali Waite, Amari Bell, Ethan Pinnock, Leon Bailey, Daniel Johnson, Ravel Morrison, Shamar Nicholson, Bobby Reed, Captain Damian Lowe, and you have Lowe number 2 in the one himself, Jamal Lowe, and round out the starting 11 is the one beside Javian Brown. Junior, your thoughts, family?
We'll see. I am praying, I'm praying this is a 4-4-2 formation. I really hope this is a 4-4-2 formation. We saw a 4-4-2-like formation against Trinidad in both games, right?
Bush League ball game, that man. You did say formation.
I know, but it's the coach and what system he's trying to implement and the players that he has. Now, it will take to take the words of Cholo himself. When Cholo was Cholo, what Cholo say about kahunas?
Yeah, big cojones.
It will take kahunas for the dentist to go to Mexico with a 4-4-2 formation, because what the dentist will be telling everybody is that Ravel and mostly Daniel Johnson will be comfortable holding the midfield against the Mexican barrage at the Azteca if they are playing a 4-4-2 formation. That is what will be tough, because Ravel run back. So Daniel Johnson will be left roaming the midfield in high altitude, right? Trying to stifle the Mexican attack while initiating Jamaica's attack. Now, if we are playing 4-4-2 with Bobby Reed down the right and Bailey down the left, or vice versa, and you have Shamar Nicholson and Nascore in a up top. I mean, we'll see, right? It's one of them things that we're missing on and said, I hope it's 4-4-2.
Last time the Reggaeboyz played a big game inside Mexico was a World Cup qualifier game led by the one Mr. Tapa Theodore Whitmore was at the helm. Reggaeboyz had a point in the back pocket ready to go and conceded a late winner. Junior, is there anything that the players can take? Some of the players from that game, of course, will be on the field tonight. Mr. Shamar Nicholson, Lowe, and company. Anything these veterans can take from that encounter and utilize it in tonight's encounter?
No, because it's a different. No disrespect to Tapa, none. And normally when we say no disrespect to somebody, disrespect is foul. Me like the dentist, we say, look, last time you came to Mexico, you weren't properly coached. You weren't properly prepared. You weren't properly. You never have somebody with sense telling you what to do on the game. It lasts 3 minutes of the game. That's what dominated. And I'm going to take out my right back and put in a midfielder and so go out there and shut down the game. You guys were sent up the creek without a paddle.
Mistakes were made. Those are the views that Junior about not that coach without send.
No, but then if you look and be, which I expect the dentist to be somewhat brash, braggadocious. I expect him to be overconfident, right? In the way that he's talking because of his track record. So he has arguably for the first time in recent Jamaican football history, we have a coach that is taking a team to Azteca that is not intimidated by Azteca. Can we make that argument, or what to think twice about that argument?
Let's wait and see.
No. All right. If he is intimidated by Azteca, he should not be getting paid to coach Jamaica as a foreign.
If he's not intimidated by Azteca, what are you basing that assessment, that conclusion on?
Because he never carry Iceland go World Cup.
Someone didn't carry Iceland go Azteca.
Azteca a full stadium compared to World Cup stadiums in a National League game. No disrespect to Azteca. We know. All right, sorry. Winnie's first game as Jamaica coach was against Mexico in Azteca. That was a 0-0 game. That was a game that my boy name. What name? The brother that captain the team of England, the Premier League team. Joby McAnuff should have scored when he kicked the ball.
Yeah,
over the bar from like 3 yards out.
Yeah,
right?
Joby McAnuff, yeah.
Right. That was that game. And I could argue the reason why Jamaica played that great against Mexico was because Winnie saw bigger and better. So there wasn't that boogeyman feeling about Mexico. There wasn't that boogeyman feeling about the Azteca. I think Jamaica has the 11. This is the 11 that can go to Mexico and win 3-1.
All right. Yeah. Bless up to the family. Big up yourself. Let's look at the group standings before we get into predictions. Because there's a lot at stake for the Reggaeboyz tonight. CONCACAF Nations League, League A, the standing as it plays out heading into tonight's game, currently, as it's currently standing heading into tonight's game. Mexico on 7 points, Reggaeboyz on 5, Suriname, of course, around a corner on 1. The winner of the group goes on to the semi-finals and the final round of the league of CONCACAF Nations League. Of course, the Reggaeboyz being in second is guaranteed to be in League A for the next edition of this tournament. Suriname will be relegated. Junior, so you're saying that the Reggaeboyz can go to Azteca tonight. Nothing but a win will put us into the semi-final. You see them winning this game?
I see Jamaica winning this game
family.
tonight.
Sorry, hold on, Junior. Sorry, the match kicking off at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Jamaica time, Paramount Plus. So 19 minutes away, family, before it kick off.
Yeah, so big up the same Benjamin Senior. Game kicks off in 19 minutes. They have Paramount Plus. Line it up on Paramount Plus. And for everybody that's watching right now, just do this for us. Put in your earpod, keep the YouTube running, but watch it on TV. But we know the commentary bias. We know the commentary is horrible. That's what we're here for. Big up BM. BM said he believes 2 World Cup finals were played in the Azteca. It's a historic and intimidating place for visiting teams playing against Mexico. Listen to BM. If me are the dentist, I'm going to say it again, I'll be brash and braggadocious. I'm going to answer that question. 2 birds, 1 stone. I could have 50 World Cup finals play Azteca. Mexico not playing on none of them. Not one of them Mexico played in. And 2, you're going to walk out on this field in the Azteca. And 1, the field now go full. The stadium not going to be full. 2, this Mexican team is in flux. This Mexican team is ripe for the picking. I expect Jamaica to go out there and be expansive. I expect Jamaica to go out there and play football. You are only playing against the elements, and you have a professional team. We know what it's like to play in high altitude. So if you remove that high altitude factor, you remove the factor that Mexico is not the Mexico of old. I'm sorry. It's not Zagwe out there. It's not Hermosillo out there. Is that who else? Who else in the one, Carlo? Any ball out of the one. Luis Garcia over there one game. Other than the man that run out. Chucky Lozano. Chucky. Guillermo, what the goalkeeper want him? No matter keep from about 1995. You want to tell me if you can't kick a long shot for him?
Guillermo Ochoa, yes.
Ochoa. I from when Ochoa keep.
But he's still good, Junior. Regardless of how long he keep, he's still one of the better. In fact, it's probably top 2, top 3 goalkeepers in CONCACAF. Or maybe even in this entire Americas. So he's still excellent. He's playing with Slaterna. Yes, Junior, I did say that. Ochoa is probably top 2, top 3 goalkeeper in the continent of America. So, all right. So you have Keylor Navas. You have Andre Blake. And who else down in South America? So in the Americas. Because I...
Benton, Brazil have 2 top world goalkeeper alone.
All right. Them man, they play a 1 man a keep, brother. 1 man a keep goal. At what them a keep 1 match. But let me rephrase my statement.
People, real talk.
Top 5, top 3 starting goalkeeper in the Americas.
Real talk, people.
I am 100 bench warmers.
I am 100% confident in Jamaica going to Mexico and getting more than a puncher's chance. It is all going to come down to finishing. It's all going to come down to concentration. And it's all going to come down to team chemistry. If all of those align in place for us, we are going to easily beat Mexico.
Junior, you brought up a point, an interesting point. Team chemistry. I mean, how long has the doctor, the dentist, have been?
That's why it's a factor. That's why it's a factor. But then again, and I'm being honest, but I'm not joking around when I say this. Me with his record, the way how I will approach these players. Because remember, these players is some of their first time meeting him, right? Face to face, probably. It's the first. They probably do a Zoom meeting or a phone call, but this is the first time you're sitting down and hearing from this coach. Now, this coach is looking at these players. I'm going to say, this is not the Jamaican Premier League players I'm talking to. This is not a third world country players I'm talking. I'm talking to professional footballers, right? So if I'm talking to professional footballers, how am I going to approach his first conversation? Yo, we're a big side. We're supposed to be top ranked in the Caribbean. We're supposed to be top 3 in CONCACAF easily. It doesn't matter where we play in Mexico. Go out there and play football. We don't know. Yo, we're going to park the bus. We're going to try to get them on counter-attack. Bobby Reid, Leon Bailey, you are both probably the best wingers in CONCACAF after Alvas up top. Alphonso Davis.
Yeah.
After Alphonso Davis, Leon Bailey, you are the second best player in CONCACAF. Go out there and make Germany and make Bayern Munich regret making you leave Germany and going out to England. Go out there and prove them wrong.
You know, Yankee, your Uncle Sam are going to deport you because you're dissing Christian Pulisic.
Christian Pulisic. Big up Christian Pulisic, the most injured baller in the world. That's your title. Move up, my best. You know, Chelsea aside, listen to me. Jamaica I represent today. See there? See there? Baba the jersey. I feel good.
BM just pointed out the Argentinian game would have been the first meeting because they did play the friendly way back in September, October the year prior to the World Cup.
All that game that they done.
Huh?
All that game that they finished. That game where Messi did a free kick, right?
I don't think we need to revisit that game, Junior. But Messi did score a goal.
Yeah. So PM as a Pulisic is overrated.
But I get what he's saying. I like the confidence. We can use a win. I think ultimately we don't really want to get carried away because this is we have a very poor track record in this place. In fact, poor track record against Mexico, period. And the data is the data. And yes, tonight, March 26th, is a great time to change. I am ready for change. I like the optimism. If the dentist can pull out a victory, I am ready. I am ready, Junior. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, we have to win to go on to the finals, the semi-finals of the CONCACAF Nations League.
Right.
And I think at some point, Reggaeboyz need for EM more than for just World Cup qualifier and make World Cup. Go out and try win some trophies. I mean, the Caribbean Cup now play again. You know, I mean, time to start win something, put something. Jamaica has turned into Spurs when it comes to trophy. We don't have nothing. It's a long time we don't win nothing. And so this year's a chance to win something. We have been to what, 2 World Cup finals, right? And we lost both of them. So I am ready if we can find a way to book a ticket into the semi-finals. And we did saw Mexico against Suriname the other night, and Suriname had chances, but again, it was in Suriname. The Reggaeboyz gonna get their chances. Can they put them away is the big question.
Yo, and people, Benton is on the same page, and I'm not playing radio. I'm not playing TV. I'm not trying to play a pundit or anything like that. I am really that confident in what Jamaica can do against Mexico. No, look. We have an eye. Regardless of the outcome, we are going to come out of this game and we're going to say, look at how easy we do X, Y, Z. regardless of the outcome, we're going to say, look at how easy we created chances for Shamar Nicholson. Regardless of the outcome, those are the conversations that we're going to have at the end of the game, in my opinion. Following the Suriname game, Mexico is not going to morph into something different because they're playing at home. They're not. So do it the way that Ravel should not start. I mean, all debatable. But Ravel can go out there. Daniel Johnson can actually give Ravel the cover that he needs to go out there and expand himself. I'm playing best football. And Ravel right now is playing for a contract, right?
I don't know. I think Ravel might be looking at retiring from football. I mean, and tonight we'll say, big up BM says Jamaica is more like Newcastle. When was the last time that club won anything? Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. That's a very good point. So the CONCACAF Nation League is another trophy. It's something that we should be competing to win. I sound like come on, but it's a true. We need to strive to start to win things and stop the foolishness. Not the foolishness. Stop just this thing every 4 years, just a try go World Cup. Win some trophies. And here's a trophy, a Nations League group potential trophy where you need to get out of the group and you beat Mexico, you get out of the group. Simple formula.
Right. I agree.
All right, we could go through the start and football family. We're going to just remind you of the Diego Coco, new Mexican coach, starting 11. Junior, before I just want to ask one question again before we pivot back to the Reggaeboyz, because the Fear and Balance show, we have quite a few listeners down in Mexico. Big up on yourself because we see the data. And big up to the West Coast listeners from Mexico too. Junior, Diego Coco, this brother is coaching against Jamaica the first time. No sort of season experience when it comes to these sort of encounters. Advantage, disadvantage, I mean the dentist is the same, but dentist has more of an international CV in terms of his coach at the international level. Mr. Coco is some would say wet behind the ears. Make sure I get my facts right.
Big up to all our Mexican listeners. Yes, you might say that he doesn't have the experience or whatever, but there is a prejudicial statement that the big teams in CONCACAF like to use when they talk about Caribbean teams, right? Which is they are big, they're fast, they're strong, but they're disorganized. Those are the statements that you will hear at Paramount. Plus, if you watch this game coming up in under 10 minutes, if you watch a game on Paramount Plus, that's all you're going to hear the commentators say. Oh, Jamaica is such a talented team. They are so fast. They're so strong. They're so big. If they can only become organized, then they can really compete on the world stage. That's why we say mute the TV and listen to us. But those are really racist comments, if you want to be honest.
Yeah, you're putting people in our box because of certain features.
Right. And just have color and just have location. And that really and truly, if you have never seen Jamaica play, that's the best way to prepare for Jamaica. Prepare for speed, prepare for some burst of athletic ability or some burst of skill. And the man them can flip, slip, trip, fall, and bubble in an 18-yard and bust your net. That's from a Mexican perspective. So it's a better version of Suriname. That's how Jamaica is right now to Mexico.
Live images from the Azteca. Nice little crowd settling in. Nice little crowd settling in.
But it's not full.
It's not full. It definitely is not full. But the crowd is coming. Late arriving crowd. Coach Diego Coca, Argentinian background. This is second international game. Coach Mexico against Suriname. He was a coach of Tigres UNL before he got this job. So hopefully that's an advantage to the Reggaeboyz. Junior, Jamali Wait is in goal. Normally this is Andre Blake. You're missing not only your big bad goalkeeper, an excellent goalkeeper, without a doubt. You're also missing your captain.
Right.
Junior, what's the impact? And Jamali Wait, what do we expect from him? I mean, does he have one job just to make no ball score? Mm.
Bigger than that because all right. I'm going to make a racist comment now about Mexico.
Disclaimer. Disclaimer.
I
Hold on.
expect I expect Mexico to try to dribble the ball through the 18 and literally try to dribble the ball into the goal, right? There should be nothing coming against Jamaica in the crossing. Jamaica should not feel threatened by crosses, should not be threatened by long balls into the box, right? So all we want Wade and company to do is that we're going to miss with Blake is communication. The backline communication with the goalkeeper. That is going to be very important. That communication, that first line of defense, which is talking, is the problem to me. Where how much is Pinnock going to listen? How much is my boy up on the right back? Is going to listen.
Javier
Brown.
Yeah.
Right? So that voice that is coming from between the sticks have to be a confident voice. You can't have the shakiness in your voice. So that to me is the very first thing that needs to be fixed. Or we're going to be in for some real problems.
83%, 83 degrees Fahrenheit inside El Azteca, La Azteca, Estadio Azteca Stadium. 30% chance of rain. Reggaeboyz getting ready.
But I see the goals of Puerto Rico score on Cayman Islands.
So, yeah, currently Cayman Islands playing Puerto Rico. What's the score?
I don't know about that. Okay, watch out.
BM says, I cringe every time I see Ravel and Daniel Johnson starting as center mids. Neither is a defensive mid. Neither. Remember what happened against Panama and Argentina. Yeah, don't remind us against the Panama game. We don't want to hear, don't want to see this, don't want to bring up that one. But yes, I mean, the Ravel is a legit concern. I think Daniel Johnson can handle himself in that midfield. Ravel is a legit concern, but if he can pull the passes as we know he can, then that will offset the issues, the defensive issues that he brings, you know? Junior, we're seeing the players warming up now. Well, some of the players warming up, heading back into the dressing room. On the bench for the Reggaeboyz, you have Foster Knight, Lembegisa, Lambert, King, Mr. Richard King himself, Junior's favorite player, Corey Burke, Stewart, Paris, Phillips, Mariappa, Lawrence, Taxi Lawrence, and Russell. Gregory Lehigh is missed here. I thought he would be playing in this left back position, but I guess they decided to go with Amari Bell. Of course, there were some concerns or some issues around his call up, or he wasn't called, or miscommunication or whatever. Thought he was one of the defensive players. Amari Bell going down that left side, Junior. What can we expect?
But I'm not more worried about going forward because you expect Bobby Reid and Leon Bailey and company to have everything in comfortable going forward. I'm more worried about the defensive side of things, to be honest. The last time we played in the Azteca, the wing backs was a problem, right? And actually the tying goal came from the wing back. So I am more concerned about communication. That's what I'm mostly concerned about right now, is how does this team communicate on the field?
Yeah.
It's not going to be stifling. The crowd is not going to be on top of them like we know Azteca can be. So at least they should hear each other. But I'm not worried about them going forward, to be honest. Now, Mexico does have a tendency of trying to start fast, right? And they try to kill the game off in the first 5 minutes. how does our wing backs hold up? How does our wing back start dressing back and making the offside trap line go back closer to the goal line, or do they stay confident and go forward as the players come out for the national anthem? But I'll be a short boy, Mr. Play for Mexico.
Yeah. I mean, definitely, Reggaeboyz does have the height advantage. Maybe, hopefully, it's something we can capitalize on. Of course, the Mexican team like to utilize speed and try to get there. Reggaeboyz, of course, Jamaicans are definitely fast. So hopefully, they man them up to some running thing tonight and willing to put the shift in. For tonight's game, we just want to make sure we highlight the officials because we don't know, we cannot play a game without the officials. So we want to see who are the referees for tonight's encounter. We'll get the names of the referees for you here in a few. But lots of vibes in the stands. The Mexican fans are up. I mean, they're really excited. Reggaeboyz have their yellow sweatshirt on, their yellow tracksuit top on. Seems like and a green shorts. The national anthem is being played. The boy Amari Bell singing the anthem loud and proud. Junior, should we be standing for the anthem, family?
Yo, we had kneel for the anthem because we need to fix up what going on Jamaica with the with that is not joke with what going on with attacking the bring. So they call them.
Yeah.
The money people them.
Yeah.
What have to stop it, man. Jamaica, we need to do better.
And interestingly, Coach Hal Grimson is also singing national anthem.
Dad, the man is a professional. He knows for lip sync. It was question. And you know, just want to say my signature. No, I chew bubble gum. You got a two cartel man in that video. Did I say that out loud?
Yes, you did. Now it's time for the Mexican anthem, fans singing along.
Look where stadium empty.
So stadium volume, stadium turnout, advantage Reggaeboyz. There's Mr. Chucky Lozano.
Advantage Reggaeboyz.
Still trying to figure out. And are you surprised that Raul Jimenez is not starting here, Junior?
No. Why should he start?
Referee Mr. Ismail Elfat.
Has Raul scored any goals in England this year?
I mean,
has he been the same since his unfortunate injury?
Has Bobby Reid scored any goal for Reggaeboyz?
But Bobby Reid playing right back for Fulham.
Mr. Ismail Elfat, it's an it says I'm here in Morocco. I don't know why his name is listed here. He's out of Confederation referee. Well, go on here. Need to check on this referee situation.
But it's a no bias thing.
Mr. Ismail Elfat is the referee. CONCACAF Nations League. Getting ready. Anthems just concluded. Teams are getting ready to wish each other well. That usual dap. Reggaeboyz looking to be in the yellow top, green shorts, green and black striped socks. Or is that's not striped, Junior? What would you call that?
Well, I don't know. Adidas will fix up the thing, you know. Can a Bobby Sacks thing, the one about wear one?
Just to remind our listeners, big up to all listeners. Starting 11 again as we're getting ready for kickoff. Mexico got Guillermo Ochoa in goals, Cesar Montes, Edson Alvarez, Bala, Luis Romo, Orbelin Penada, Hector Moreno, Luis Chavez, Jorge Sanchez, Henry Martin, Ervino Lozano, and Jesus Gallardo. Starting 11 for Mexico. Coach Diego Coco. Starting 11 for the Reggaeboyz, Jamali Waite. Jamali Waite is in goal, replaces the injured man himself, Mr. Andre Blake. Amari Bell is in the left back, Ethan Pinnock and Damian Lowe in the centre back pairing. We have Mr. Javane Brown on the right side, Daniel Johnson, Ravel Morrison in the middle. We have Bobby Reed, Jamal Lowe, Shamar Nicholson rounds out the starting 11. Damian Lowe and Mr. Guillermo Ochoa both at the toss now. Beautiful Adidas kit. Yellow with green stripes. I like that kit.
Yo, my apologies, people. We don't know this our first watch along for the year. Hey,
the pot coverage.
Ready up. Hey, now put on there to the bench. You want to put on just in case.
Sit on.
Hey, Appleton signature blend. We are not sponsored by Appleton yet, but Appleton Estate, Liquid. Ready up.
Ready up. Teams. Guillermo Ochoa is reading the required no to racism statement from the punishment received by Mexico.
Yo, the Mexican coach would like say him know about get fired next week.
Reggaeboyz in their huddle, getting ready for kickoff. CONCACAF Nations League A.
Hold up, Benton, pause your thing for a little bit because Ochoa just don't talk for me.
Brethren, you need to fix up your internet, brother. Fix up your internet. And use that also an internet provider, service provider. Man, I tell myself to pause. So we're going to tell all the listeners them to pause.
Pause for 5 seconds.
No, we don't pause, brother. Don't say no, man. Reggaeboyz versus Mexico.
Hold on. A fan in the stadium. I saw down there hat.
83 degrees Fahrenheit at kickoff. 30% chance of rain. Ismail El Fat, Moroccan referee. So no bias, as Junior said, in this one tonight. No cook-up thing.
A big actor died. It looked like the last actor.
Oh, yes. Mexicano. And we're off inside El Azteca.
You're the one. People are still a clap on my TV.
Mexico, watch out. Man, I try pile Amari Bell. Wait, that one go on. So far I go on around here. Mexico tries to make sure I get everything up here for the listeners and the viewers.
Oh, I think we jumped the line. 38 seconds gone now. 42. That's where you reach, right?
Yeah, we're at 47 seconds.
Yeah. With up on life. Go in, Shamar.
Ball is with Jamal Lowe Shamar Nicholson looking to send through Bailey, but overcooked and into the arms of Guillermo Ochoa. Montez picks it up on the right for Mexico. Mexico knocking it around. Reggaeboyz playing in some sort of, it seems like a zonal marking sort of dimension, just kind of just moving from side to side. Ethan Pinnock trying to get close to the. Okay, Reggaeboyz, no pressure on the ball, just. Jamal Lowe.
Yeah, they're definitely doing a zonal marking scheme, definitely. They just staying in space.
Jesus Gallardo finds Edson Alvarez back to Sanchez to Moreno knocking it about inside the midfield. Reggaeboyz giving the Mexican team a bit of space. Drop it up. Can you tell the formation? 4-4-2. Here's the ball down.
No, 4-2-3-1.
Okay, 4-2-3-1. Here comes ball out wide. Chucky Lozano now running at Javane Brown. Cross. And out wide.
It looked like it hit the crossbar too.
Yeah, out. Why?
Yeah, hit the upright.
Chucky Lozano getting in early, family.
I'm on a too old man. About 20 minutes them bus.
But good to see Javian Brown on the cover. Was in position, was with him. Jamali Wade sends it long, looking for Nicholson. Nicholson ball is head on back, given by Sanchez. Given Mr. Nicholson a bit of chance here to get that one. Ochoa was quickly out. Ball is with Ochoa. Ochoa to Sanchez. Sanchez looking to send it long, looking for need to get the name of these Mexican players up on the screen.
I drag somebody by left wing, but they overcooked it.
Jesus Gallardo was looking for Jesus Gallardo. All right, there we go. We're good. Hey, hey, we are professional, you know. We have to deal with thing, you know. Lance Whitaker would be very proud. Big up to the magnificent Lance Whitaker, commentator extraordinaire at Sports Max. Reggaeboyz kicking.
But the greatest ever Ed Barnes.
Greatest ever. Big up to Ed Barnes. Reggaeboyz kicking from right to left in this in their stake. A free kick to the Reggaeboyz. Was that an offside trap?
Free kick.
The ball is Jamali White to Ethan Pinnock. Pinnock to Johnson. Johnson in his own half. Back to Pinnock. Pinnock getting a bit of attention from Martin. Pinnock looking to send it long. Looking for Low. Low is getting almost in. Almost a heavy touch here from Jorge Sanchez. Ochoa out quickly.
But in the early days, both teams are looking to spread the other wide down the flanks. That is definitely in the game plan for both teams.
Ball is now Ravel Morrison is deep into conversation with the referee about something. Here, Junior, saying the referee missed something. We're trying to see what
no, because the ball hit out the referee. Referee want to call a 50-50 ball, but Ravel is saying the ball was going to go back to our side anyway.
Yes.
So you don't need to be a 50-50 ball.
But the ball is now with Mexico. Here comes a quick foul there on Mr. Martin there by Ethan Pinnock. Ethan Pinnock is coming out, family, getting out short as he's moving with the striker.
Yeah, which is concerning because that leaves acres of space behind him.
Now, hopefully this situation...
Ideally, you would want Daniel Johnson or Ravel to shut that down.
Hopefully, free kick to Mexico.
Why we keep a look small like goalie,
Free kick to Mexico inside the Reggaeboyz half.
Why like I had to that goal?
The ball sends into the box, headed out by Shamar Nicholson. They are now recovered by the Mexican team. Picks up by Jorge Sanchez. Finds ball is sent in and it's punched away by Jamali Wade and out for a corner kick there, Junior. Dangerous, and that was headed on by the Mexican player was free like a bird in the tree. Number 15, Hector Moreno, was free like a bird in the tree, family.
Well, it wasn't free. Daniel Johnson kind of ushered him in. Because Johnson was there. I don't know why he never even jumped. He couldn't even jump to contest the header. Just
Reggaeboyz 0, Mexico 0. And the corner kick came to nothing. Reggaeboyz back in possession of the ball. Goal kick getting ready to restart play. This midfield.
Yeah.
Early one, but we have to protect because we see the runners from deep coming through. Ball sent long, looking for Ravel Mercer with a shot from where? Goal! Into the back of the net. From what? No, Bobby Reed. Bobby Reed with a goal from way downtown out of nothing. Bobby Reed So wait, you tell me say Bobby Reed can score, aka Dexter Dapp can score a ball from about 50
I know you
yards.
asked earlier when last Bobby Reed score.
Bobby Reed can score, aka Dexter Dapp can score from 50 yards out, but can't score from 2 yards in a World Cup qualifier game. What?
Yeah.
A goal from Bobby Reed way out down. A knockdown, Guillermo Ochoa off his line, standing out, and Bobby Reed just took a shot. Very good. Yo, we're in business, family. Let's go. Reggaeboyz won.
Yo, when Judah talk, you for listen, man. When Judah talk, you must listen. I tell you, 3-1.
Reggaeboyz won. Mexico nil. Waiting for CONCACAF website to update as Guillermo Ochoa.
We don't want CONCACAF. Hey, CONCACAF still try to figure out how the bag where they pigeon. Bull. What did they pigeon?
Reggaeboyz won. Mexico nil. Very good goal. Very good goal from Bobby Reed Jr. Here comes Mexico. Javane Brown intercepts, sends it back, looking for Low. Now finds Ravel. Ravel turns it over. Brown picks it up. Ball back to Ravel. Ravel looks at center wide, looking for Jamal Low. Low picks it up. Cuts inside. Looking to send to Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey in on goal. Trying to cut it across goal. Oh, Reggaeboyz almost with another opportunity. Just bad break there, family. Reggaeboyz rampant here inside the Azteca in early warm.
We're not talking about intimidated Aztec. Move up. Yo, hey, Jamal for score though.
Yeah, but I think the ball just went behind him. I was thinking that Leon.
Yo, Jamal for score meant that. People, if you're new to the hey, listen to me, it don't cost anything. It costs you nothing to hit subscribe. Hit the subscribe button for us, please, on the YouTube channel. I just hit subscribe. Every week we're on at 5 p.m. talking all things world football. No passa, just football talk.
Reggaeboyz won. Mexico nil. Early one. Vibes turn up. Here comes Chucky Lasagna. Taken off by one Mr. Ravel Morrison. Who says Ravel won't tackle, Junior? He just did.
Talk for yourself.
Ball is now sent to the midfield. And here we go again, Junior. Here we go again. Junior said in his pre-game analysis, now we have a coach with sense. Last time Reggaeboyz was in Mexico, we led 1-0. And the previous manager, big up yourself, family, made some questionable decisions. So let's see if the coach with sense will make the right decisions tonight. Reggaeboyz.
BM says Leon should have kicked it there, which is true.
Yeah, I thought Leon would have taken it. I mean, I give him credit for cutting it back, but I guess ball is now with Shamar. Shamar sends it wide to Leon. Leon in acres of space going at Jorge Sanchez. He's got company with two. Leon, ball rolls away from him. Now
Leon, man.
Good play from Leon Bailey.
No, a good play mental back. The Mexican wing back and sit back on him heels. Attack him.
Now ball is with Low. He tried to send it into the box after the turnover.
No, man, you're left-footed. Put the player left and beat it, man.
Ball is now sent wide from Low. Finds Amari Bell. Bell is on the left. Cuts inside. Going at Mr. Sanchez there. Ball now cuts to back to Reggaeboyz. Cool down, Cool down, Don't get carried away and leave some space. Cool down, family. Don't get carried away and leave too much space. Reggaeboyz knocking their ball around. Bailey has
sorry.
Ball is trying to send that one through, but overcooked. Football family, remember to like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Reggaeboyz won. Mexico nil.
We must listen to me talk, man.
Yeah, we're listening, Junior. We would love for you to be correct. We would love for you to be correct tonight. The ball is sent short. Enric Martin came to pick it up from Mexico. Ball is back to Cesar Montez. Montez now. Ravel Morrison stepping up. Jamal Lowe picks it up. Ball is sent quickly to Bailey. Bailey running at. Look at the sensual Shamar Nicholson. He's pushed him wide down the left side. Nicholson then gets support from Johnson. Daniel Johnson sends it back to Ravel. Ravel back to Bell. Bell to Pinnock. Pinnock all the way back in the Reggaeboyz back off to Lowe. Lowe to Javane Brown. Javane looking to send it to the right side. Finds Dexter Dapp, a.k.a. Bobby Reed, the goal scorer. Bobby Reed looking to not on the same page there with Leon Bailey.
That is a communication breakdown, but it's a good look. It's just a lack of communication. Because Bailey pointed, say he expected the ball to go back. It was a good pass.
Mexico. If the score holds, Reggaeboyz will be to the semifinals of the Nation League. Blow it off, ref. Yo, you know what I'm saying? At cricket, and big up to the fans of cricket. But you know, those of you who don't know cricket, you know, in a game you have to play a certain amount of overs for it to be considered a fair a match. We've gone 15 minutes or 13 minutes. This is considered a game. Blow it off. Bad light. Ball is out off the, and we're seeing the replay of Bobby Reed's goal. Yo, he struck that with everything he got, Junior.
Yeah, and you know, it's a big up Bobby Reed, but you know it's a once in a lifetime goal.
It's a good goal. I mean, it's a very good goal. Offside kick to Reggaeboyz. Jamali.
Foul kick.
Huh?
Foul kick.
Free kick. Ball now sends down to Shamar. Shamar got in the way there. Pinnock looking to head it on. You can definitely the height advantage here. We're definitely looking to use.
Jesus!
Shamar Nicholson and there was offside pile still. You know, don't bother with the
offside though. He was offside, but good God Almighty.
Good God Almighty. You see, Jamaican fans.
Where would go?
Jamaican fans getting more nice for a pile, aka a somewhere more than the goal to box cover. Here comes Mexico. Ball is now with Luis Romo. Sends it across the box. Overhit. All the way across the field. Picks up by Mr. Hector Moreno. Ball into the box. Out by Pinnock. Gallardo. Now sends all the way back to Cesar Montez. Hector Moreno picking it up. Mexico playing it around the Reggaeboyz box. Now the ball is with number 10, Pineda. Pineda sends it. Trying to get behind Javane Brown. Mexico cuts inside. Shot. Blocked by the Reggaeboyz. Mexico. Shot. And Reggaeboyz last dish defending. Yeah, the Reggaeboyz doing some last dish defending there, Junior. And the ball is
because Ravel, for some reason, Ravel kicked the ball right back to the Mexican.
Here's rinse repeat. 15 minutes in. What we had to lock shop already?
No, sir.
Do you think the environment, the altitude is affecting the players here now, 15 minutes in?
Nah, this isn't 1995.
With modern medicine, it should not be a problem now. Here's the ball now, cuts inside. Trying to get across. Luis Moreno and out for, and throw to the to Mexico. Throw in by Sanchez. Ball is down with Sanchez. Sanchez sends it across. Bobby Reed heads it out. One-way traffic family. Edson Alvarez picks it up.
The thing that is disappointing is Mexico is not going to win the first header. They're not winning the first header, but for some reason they get to the second one.
Want to play with Chucky Lozano. Ball into the box and Mexico has equalized. Reggaeboyz not decisive enough in clearing its line. Pineda
it was coming
with the equalizing goal.
It was coming. And right as I said it, You're winning all the first headers, but you're not getting the rebounds, and that's what caused this goal.
Reggaeboyz,
because the defenders win the header, expecting now to release some pressure, and now they have to come back on the outer place.
big discussion going on in the Reggaeboyz defensive unit there, Junior. As
was looking good.
Pineda was able to shake
Looking
aside
good.
Mr. Omari Bell there.
Yeah, but Bell, the ball bounced off Pinnock foot and beat Bell more than anything.
And
So
Liam says
again,
Omari
it
Bell, what kind
is
of
a second
defender is
ball.
that? Now here we go again. A free kick is called against the Reggaeboyz. Javane Brown is the one. And Chucky and Javane talking to each other. Now the ball is sent wide to Sanchez. Sanchez has Mexico trying to get, and Jamal Lowe recovered it and is out for a throw into the Reggaeboyz. You said it was coming, but that was the important thing, right?
Coming.
After you score a goal against this team, you want to make sure that everyone is locked in defensively, and because you expect the attack, right? You expect the surge in attack.
No, but you have to take some air out of the ball.
Yeah, and
so possess the ball at least for 2 minutes.
Yeah, because we just kicked it and it goes to them and it comes all the way back. Pinnock
Right.
sends it to Bell. Bell is turning the ball over and it's taking off, and Bell seems a little bit tired there, family.
I don't think it's tiredness. I think nobody is supporting them. They're not. If you look at how they are set up, they're spread out wide. So they are playing for a long pass, long ball. But there's nothing wrong with that.
The ball is sent wide to Hector Moreno. Ball is played into. Now it sends over looking for Jamal Lowe out from the Reggaeboyz. Sanchez quickly back and sends it all the way back to Guillermo Ochoa. Mexico has the ball. Edson Alvarez picks it up, giving him an option. Luis Romo. Now trying to get play behind. I think he might be offside here. Chucky Lozano running along the line. That's a tight line there. Amari Bell was there, and Junior, we have a problem. Johnson and Ravel are chasing. We need somebody with steel in midfield.
It's more than Johnson and Ravel. The reason why that space was left there, Pinnock got pulled again. So Pinnock is playing high, right? And he's getting pulled out of position. The very first play of the game, that was what you highlighted, and I said, yeah, you can drive a truck right through that space, right? So that's what happened. So is Pinnock cannot get called that high. Cannot.
Well, here comes the Reggaeboyz now trying to get behind. Bailey picks it up. Bailey sends it in the midfield into the box, looking for Shamar. Shamar sends it to Bailey. Bailey looking at the back post, trying to find Lowe, and it's out for a goal kick. 1-1 family. 21st minute of play. Reggaeboyz won. I just saw the replay of the goal. I mean, Amari Bell, could he have done better? Perhaps. Seems like he may just took a bad angle there.
The deflection killed him.
And
The deflection is what killed him.
The deflection seems to, Here comes Moreno.
BM said Reggaeboyz turn Argentina.
Edson Alvarez picking it up. Ball is with Luis Romo. Luis Romo, Hector Moreno, Edson Alvarez getting a lot of position in midfield. And I think, it's a plan, but the philosophy is that if you have the ball, you're going to get more opportunities potentially to create and score, right? And so the genuine...
If you have the ball in more dangerous positions.
The genuine objective of the Reggaeboyz, so let them have the ball. And so when we get it, we have to be able to treasure it and delay giving it back to them. Ball is sent long, looking for Javian, looking to head it on to Jamali Wait, and it seems like he made an error there, out for a corner kick. Almost
something that I said that is where the communication comes in, because he could have easily taken the ball out. He didn't have to head it back.
Yeah. Is it me? Are they focusing? Is it because Chucky Lozano is on the left, Javian Brown is on the right?
Yes, they are. They are.
Are
Jamaica,
they focusing on Javian? Corner kick for Mexico, sending to the box, headed on by Mr. Cesar.
Any team that plays against Jamaica, Jamaica's scouting report is they are susceptible down the right side. It don't matter who is playing right back. Jamaica for years don't have a good right back.
Big up to all the Jamaican white right backs over the years. Big up yourself wherever you are.
Am I lying?
I will not touch that one, family. I will go play politics and avoid that one. Ball sent long, headed out by Cesar Montez. And so the Reggaeboyz genuinely seems like the objective, get it long to Shamar. Shamar Nicholson should knock it down to Bailey or Jamal Lowe. And then
right, which ironically Mexico is playing the way Jamaica wants to play, and that's where Mexico is looking most dangerous on the rebounds.
Yeah. Ball is now sent long. Here comes Mexico. Chucky Lozano has Ravel for company, sends it inside to Luis Chavez. Chavez then sends it back out wide. Reggaeboyz just seems to be a bit off the pace. Not close to players now. We're dropping off them. Ball is back here looking for go out, and Amari Bell lets it runs out.
I don't think so. I think the game is evenly poised. I think Mexico right now has the momentum, right? But all Jamaica have to do is just maintain possession, keep possession of the ball for at least at 20, 30 seconds.
Ball spent.
Right?
Yeah. Ball is played. And there's a bit of a sort of anger or disappointment there. Ravel shouting at somebody, but ball is now picked up by Mexico inside the Jamaican half. Deep into the Jamaican half, sends it wide and overcook it, and it's out for a throw. Going back to the interaction there, Ravel picked the ball up in the 18-yard box, sends it with a bit of a pressure. Pretty much brought the ball to Javian Brown. Javian Brown, of course, he can't handle it too well, sends it to Lowe, and Lowe then clears it out for a throw. Ravel shouting. I don't know if he was shouting at Lowe or Javian, but I expect my...
Or shouting at himself.
All right, I expect my ball position midfielder, Ravel, should have a little bit more selective in decision making right there. Javian Brown can't angle the ball right there. So
all right, so this is where Jamaica not having a pressure release valve in midfield, because the only direction Ravel have is to look back, right? Instead of looking forward and finding somebody that we can give to release the pressure. So this is where you like Shamar Nicholson to check back. I'd say, give me the ball, me hold it up.
Yeah, so coach, referee Elfad speaking to the Mexican player. Here comes Bailey in, almost in. And a free kick is called against Leon Bailey there, Hector Moreno. I don't know how that is a free kick against Bailey. I thought
him kick out. Bailey kick out. Him kick out.
Yeah,
he did kick out.
It's a free kick. We're seeing the replay here. Moreno just... Why, Jamaicans, we're supposed to be fast, and we couldn't outrun the brother there. Because if Bailey was able to get away, he would have been in on goal.
Yeah.
Free kick to Mexico. Montez standing over it. I didn't even remember I said Daniel Johnson play a box cover. I just saw the locks.
I never remember I said Damian Lowe play.
I just see the locks a while ago. I said, what the locks, brother? They put dreadlocks the body field, but and here comes Lowe. And a free kick is called again. Henry Lowe.
Unnecessary. The Mexican player back his turn to goal. You don't need to foul him in that position.
Now ball is with Mexico knocking it around. More Luis Romo sends it to Edson Alvarez. Alvarez dropping in between the center backs to pick it up. Ball is sent right to Hector Moreno. Moreno moving around. Now ball is sent trying to get Mexican player behind Amari Bell. Jamal Lowe recovering well there. Here comes the Reggaeboyz with it. Finds Shamar Nicholson. Nicholson cut inside. Good hold up play, giving the team a bit of a relief there.
That is what is needed. That right there is needed. Just take some air out of the ball. There you go.
Ball is with Ravel. Ravel sends it long. Looking for Shamar. Shamar now into the... Needs help. Near the Mexican corner flag. Sends it to Jamal Lowe. Lowe sends it to Johnson. Johnson to Amari Bell. Ravel is with him, showing him as an option. Ravel. Hey, as some Sunday League ball game Ravel are playing now. As some fat man slow ball game Ravel are playing. The ball is with Danny, and now the rain has come, family. And here comes Mexico with the ball. Here comes Luis Romo running hard at it. And Daniel Johnson recover, but Edson Alvarez was able to ease off Daniel Johnson. Sends it wide. Sanchez trying to send it into the box. Cleared out, picked up by Nicholson, and was overcooked by Jamal Lowe. Nicholson is asking for Jamal Lowe to cool it down a bit, as he now has to work again, family. 29 minutes into the game. Junior, how's the pot cover thing going on around here?
The pot cover are cool like Shabba Bada pack.
Here comes Mexico. Turns the ball into the box. Intercepted by outside the box. Pinnock intercepted. And Pinnock standing over it well and fouled by Henry Martin. Rain inside Estadio Azteca Stadium. Coming down here, Junior. Ball is sent wide looking for Bailey. And cleared out for a throw. Yo, family, I don't know. It look like it's a storm system that's passing over there. Take out your meteorology expertise there, Junior, because out of nowhere.
Well, it's called the convectional rainfall. So by end of halftime, it should be passing. There's no evidence of lightning, so the man is supposed to be all right.
Okay. Reggaeboyz 1, Mexico 1.
The ball should be moving a lot faster on the field, though, which is going to play to Mexico's favor.
Thinking about
score the goal, youth.
Ball is now into Shamar Nicholson. Shamar Nicholson trying to get at the end of it, but couldn't get a shot off. Reggaeboyz missing an opportunity.
Score the goal, man. Shamar have a left foot, turn and beat it.
Hard work inside Azteca Stadium. Rain coming down, 1-1.
Yo, that's some big raindrop, that, you know?
Yeah, raindrops. Hey, look at the stand. Everybody move up from down at the lower seats all the way up. Man, move up.
Yeah, that drop like heel.
Yeah, it looks like it's here, almost here. Conversation occurring with Edson Alvarez and Ethan Pinnock. Referee El Fat. El Fat, there's a language issue here. El Fat is using his head to show into...
but tell him no headbutt.
No headbutt. Moroccan referee, Mr. Ball into the box. And a goal! Reggaeboyz are taking the lead. Pot cover, ricochet off. Mr. Edson Alvarez.
With a business on score. Goal!
2-1 inside the thunderstorm. Reggaeboyz back in front. Inside Azteca. Yo, blow it off, ref. Blow it off now.
Better be 3-1 look sure.
Well, I would love for you. And it was, seeing the replay, Lowe tried to get it on, and I think Lowe's fighting for that one, forced Edson Alvarez to be in a difficult situation. The ball comes off Alvarez into the goal. So Damian Lowe heavily contributed to that one, Junior. Reggaeboyz 2, Mexico 1. What am I check the goal like cricket? What am I do? Getting ready to restart play.
Oh, we have VAR?
No. It's not. It's an own goal. No. Oh, they're checking our ball now. We're ready to go. We're officially been given the green light by the referee. So we're about Reggaeboyz up 2-1. 33rd minute of play. Why CONCACAF website slow, eh? Mexico, let's see if we can see this lead out until halftime at least. That's the next target for the Reggaeboyz. Corner kick.
Right now, possess the ball. Get some possession of the ball. And kill out the game a little bit.
And the referee has halted the game because of the weather. Referee has halted the game because of the weather. Here, family.
Lightning.
Referee halted the game because of the weather. Hail. And I guess there's some lightning that. Like I said, use the cricket rule. In cricket, if you play a certain amount of overs, the game is called. The Duckworth-Lewis system would come into place. And the team that's ahead is awarded the victory. Here we have 33 minutes in. The Reggaeboyz leading 1-0. Just award the victory to the Reggaeboyz. I'm going to go over yard. It's hailing conditions, family. Hail, lightning, and all them look at things are. Thoughts, family, as the players walk off the field.
I wish we could have finished the first half.
For Coach Hal Grimson now, he gets this might be it could be plus and it could be minus, but the positive here, he gets his team inside and to try to rectify the errors from the first goal, right?
But you get them inside.
Expect a similar sort of attack or onslaught from Mexico as they go hunting for this goal. So now he can, really kind of set up his team in a better shape. And we can see a discussion that's occurring between the coach and Damian Lowe there as they're walking in deep discussion.
Right.
So this could be a good interruption for the Reggaeboyz coach and coaching staff to get their players in to kind of reassess with the lead.
Yeah. And as they walk down the stand the stairs, look at the rain done.
We don't want the rain for done. We want the rain for fall all night. Storm, monsoon conditions, and they were seeing the goal again as Guillermo Ochoa tried to push Bailey out of his way, but Lowe's out of. Big up to the yard of them in our stadium. Wait, how are we going? Watcha. Nice little traveling contingency there.
James, I don't understand how you pick Kevin Lambert. In our fairness, though, well done to the first 30 minutes.
I can see the argument for Kevin not being there enough because Kevin looks good in some aspects. BM, like I watch him in USL when he played in USL. I think he's still in USL. But he plays well. But then I watch him in the midfield of Jamaica, and maybe Tapa did put him in a someone idiot position. I don't know. But he it's not the same player. It's not the same player. I need that player that I saw marshalling the midfield in USL to translate to the national setup.
Yeah. But to be honest though, and Kevin has said, I like what I'm seeing. Now, is it a lead that is warranted? I think so. I think Jamaica is good for the 2-1 lead. I don't think it's a surprising lead, to be honest. Flat out, Jamaica just have a better 11 than Mexico right now. That is just the truth. The Jamaica's team is better than Mexican team. Now, they're not playing like it. The thing that definitely have to be fixed is the second balls. Mexico is putting the cross in the box. They have no chance of winning the cross, right?
Yeah.
But when the Jamaicans head out the ball or clear the ball, it always seems to fall to a Mexican foot. It never falls to a Jamaican foot, which is a problem to me, right? Yeah. So that is what I think needs to be fixed. Fix that? Yeah.
So, I mean, of course, it's premature or too early to really make subs. Are you satisfied with Daniel Johnson and Ravel in the position and the role, knowing how the game is set up currently?
No. Reason being, they are getting outplayed in the midfield. Hands up and down. They're not. The midfield is non-existent. Both goals came from the wings, right?
Yes.
Both goals came from players from the wings. It had nothing to do with the midfield. It had nothing to do with the link up play. What all time Jamaicans call link play.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no link play coming through. So that is concerning. A change have to be made. I don't even think a change have to be made. I think a change in mentality, not a change in player, not a change in formation. I think, in my eyes, and you guys tell me if I'm seeing right, but in my eyes, Daniel Johnson and Ravel seem to be fighting for the same position.
Yeah, perhaps, but Ravel shouldn't be fighting for any position. He's not playing in with any club.
No. What I mean is on the field. On the field.
Okay,
in the position on the field.
And
yeah.
Yeah, BM just brought up a good point. I don't understand how you pick Lambert and John Russell, but play Daniel Johnson as a defensive mid. I totally forgot about John Russell. He plays for Barnsley in the championship or whatever in the lower leagues in England. He's actually playing football. I mean, and so the dentist is gonna have to reevaluate things here.
But all right. You see, the best option is always the next option. And that's how it is in sports.
Yeah.
It's always, this next one could have done better, right?
Yeah.
I'm cautioning us against that because we have never seen John Russell play for Jamaica at this.
Yeah, but we also have a player, and big up to Ravel. We have a player. I guess my point that I'm trying to make is that we have a player who is not with any club, and minutes-wise, we're asking Ravel Morrison to do a job in midfield against a Mexican team that are playing valuable minutes. Isn't that a bit idiotic? I mean, he's not playing any football. It's just like me and forward from Sunday League ball game and say, yo, coach, put me in. Because I'm not playing a ball, but my yard are going easy. I mean, whatever passes aside that he can provide. But he's not much fit. He's not playing a ball, not even Premier League ball game. So how do you wrap your head around that decision with him in that midfield?
If assuming that you are right, Benton, assuming that BM is right, that better options are there, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the dentist is slowly moving away from the old guard, I don't know. But assuming that you guys are right, that means we should have a lot more to look forward to in the future for Jamaica football, because if we can be leading Mexico 2-1 in the Azteca, granted, this is not the best Mexico team ever. With that midfield, and we're saying that we have a better midfield sitting on the bench. Now, we criticize Tapa. We never really criticize Paul Hall that much, but we criticize Tapa for decision making, right? I expect the dentist to make the right change. We are watching the same game. There has to be a change in the midfield. I would say start by changing the mentality of the midfield by telling one of them. We have seen Daniel Johnson do it before. Just sit as a holding midfielder. Now we've seen Daniel Johnson do it partnered with Speedy Williams and the Tapa when they play the 4 and the 2 holding midfielders. But we've seen Daniel Johnson put a shift in as a holding midfielder, just sitting at the base of that midfield. Give that a try for the next 10 minutes, because you still have 10 minutes to play before halftime. If we don't see a shift, then all right, we'll go to the next best, right? But if what you guys are saying is true, that means that we have even a better second half to look forward to, which gives me confidence right now, right? Because we're not getting anything out of Ravel. We're not really getting anything out of Daniel Johnson, to be honest. And we're still up 2-1. That's a great feeling.
Yeah, I understand your point. And big up to all listeners. The game, Reggaeboyz versus Mexico, L3. Reggaeboyz versus Jamaica is currently on a weather delay. Reggaeboyz leading 2-1. It seems like the rain has stopped. People might just drink some cervezas and go and chill. The teams are back in the locker room, and so we're just doing some analysis. Say what, 35 minutes in the game at the interruption point. So we still have 10 minutes of the first half to play. Reggaeboyz goal scorers are one Mr. Dexter Dapp, aka Bobby Reed, aka Dexter Dapp, and the one Mr. Edson Alvarez scored an own goal for Reggaeboyz. Mexico goal scorer was the one Mr. Orbelin Pineda scored the goal for Mexico. Junior, I guess, and I definitely understand the point. We're discussing the Jamaican midfield and how it's playing out so far. Our assessment, BM says Ravel has been a non-factor in this game, and so forth. And if you're listening, send on your comments, send on your thoughts. Should we open up the phone lines, Junior, as we see if anybody want to chime in and give people a chance if they want to call in? As we wait, or should we just wait till the
do it this way. Put it this way. If you think we should open up the phone line, put it in the chat. We'd love to hear from BM too, because BM give some good analysis. So BM, if you have a 2 minutes, our call in, we can put up the thing in the chat and people is forward.
And so the thing, I guess my concern is this, and maybe it's maybe we are overreacting, and as fans and fanatics we sometimes do this thing. Ravel Morrison now play no ball. I just that, and we know say now play no ball. I just that. We know say DC United and him, he has not been in the squad for DC United. And so you have players who are currently in teams, and either whether them getting starts or they're getting regular minutes, they're on a team, regular training, and Ravel is not. And so Ravel gets a start. So it's either Ravel must be really excellent in the training relative to these players, or he understand. I can't say he's understand the system any better than these other players, because he just got introduced to the system too. So
do we really want to? You really want to talk about that, Benton?
No.
Because if we're going to, that's a valid, you're making a valid statement in a Benton, but So are we going to talk about it or are we going to skirt around it? Be honest with me.
No, we're going to continue skirt around it until we hear from Coach Hal Grimson his decision, his reasoning behind starting Ravel, knowing Ravel's lack of competitive football or competitive football training period.
All right, so all right, but all right, okay. So let me skirt around it with you then. And I'm going to bring my team into the discussion right now. Manchester United, right?
Yeah.
And we see where, and we're not cheering, it's just a solid conversation. We see where Manchester United is now, but remember the start of the season under Ten Hag. Ten Hag first couple games, I think Brighton run them off of the field like 5-1 or 4-1 or destroyed them, right? Early in the season.
Yeah, early on, yeah.
Remember, he was starting Fridge.
Yes.
Fridge get a lot of games. Now, I was talking about Harry Maguire. Everybody, even you guys, the non-Manchester United fans, was wondering, like, what is it that Ten Hag see in Harry Maguire to start him, right? Yeah. And we were questioning it and saying, this is crazy. I look at where we are now, where Harry Maguire is on the outside looking in. You fast forward that to Cameron's team, Chelsea. When Potter took over, every new transfer that came in, Potter come in and just insert all of those new transfers instantly, right? And what happened? You see that it's a breakdown in communication, it's a breakdown in chemistry, breakdown in everything. We say all that we say, Ravel and Daniel Johnson are playing right now because Ravel and Daniel Johnson has been playing for Jamaica the last couple of games.
Okay.
So if you're a new head coach, you're not going to come in and shake up things right now. We have no idea what is happening in that locker room. We have no idea who is in favor of who in that locker room. We have no idea who is who for fun, right? So I think it's a good strategy to go out there and play with continuity instead of going off trading.
Fair enough. Yeah, I can. The continuity, they have a relationship, they have a history. I can definitely understand that point. That's a valid point. Referee Ismail Ilfat is back out. The players are back out. They're getting warmed up again. As the rain has stopped, there still seems to be some cloud cover. But it seems like we're going to be starting quite soon here, family.
Yep. So normally they have like a 10-minute wait after a lightning strike. They have to wait like 10 minutes for the storm to pass.
Yes.
I think that's how it is. So
yeah.
All
right, I need to step away for 1 minute. I'll be right back. As we pause for commercial break.
Yeah, so I'll pause to the commercial break. We'll be right back. This commercial break is brought to you by, we don't know, which rum? As the referees are warming up, but 2-1 Jamaica, 33 minutes gone in the first half. As a red sky. The sky is red over the Azteca. I don't know if that is just a camera lens, but it's definitely a red, fiery red hue in the clouds. As Guillermo Ochoa goes through his paces, you see the Mexican players going through their paces and warming up. And this is where you have to worry. As a professional player, you have to worry about muscle strains. This is where, if you don't warm up properly, hamstring strains and things like that come into play. Because right now, the players have to warm up after playing 30 minutes, sitting down, getting cold, come out and warm up to play for 10 minutes to go back and get cold again, just to warm up again, to play a second 45 minutes. And that's very, very important. So any young footballers out there, this is why it's very important for you to be stretching before you play a game and in between playing. And when you reach this level where you are playing at a very high pace, yeah, it get tricky. But we're about to kick off, and we're going right back to it with a corner kick when the game stops. So Mexico has a corner as we're about to kick off 35 minutes in the first half, kicking off at a corner. Very unorthodox way to start back, as Mexico definitely have a chance to put something in right here. And we're ready. 33 minutes in. Corner kick to Mexico. Ball in the box. Headed up by Pinnock. And Bailey wanted to on the edge of the 18 and was pulled down by Suarez, it looked like. It's now a foul kick to Jamaica. As we're back. Kickoff right after the rain delay. Free kick to Jamaica outside the 18 of their half. This is where the players now hope to just cruise right into halftime. 2-1 Jamaica. There's a ball going long.
Reggaeboyz 2, Mexico 1.
It's a free kick to Mexico outside their 80. I know it's a throw in to Jamaica. Sorry, I'll just jump back to life.
Long throw taken by Ethan Pinnock into the box. But I read that strong one. Heading on. But you can definitely see the Reggaeboyz is trying to, as you said, is trying to capitalize on the height. Low. Flips it on. We're looking for Jamal Low. Johnson picks it up. Sends it to Bell. Amari Bell walks around his man. Still getting a bit of pressure. Finds Damian Low. Damian Low looking to back heel. Yo, Damian, leg up some fandangos. Back heel the ball out for a throw. Here comes the throw into Mexico and picked up by the Reggaeboyz. Mexican looking for play. Bailey now guts into the box, man. Say, oh! Leon Bailey put it on a plate for Shamar Nicholson.
Shamar Nicholson never read it. Never read it.
Shamar Nicholson just was not ready. Good play from Leon Bailey. Reggaeboyz now up back the pressure. Dexter Dab. Ball into the box. Shamar Nicholson is looking a bit labored. Now he's going to go over and apologize to Bailey. Has his hands on his head. So you go, family. So you go. Good play there from the Reggaeboyz. Yo, Junior. That had goal written all over it, man.
Yep.
Now BM said low turn winger. Yeah, I don't know him. Another long throw coming in for the Reggaeboyz. Ethan Pinnock trying to get into the box. Sends it in long. Headed out. Picks up. Now Johnson's trying to send it in. Yeah, brother, if I that you're going to win, just take a shot. Johnson tried to cross it and sent it out for...
but you know what is unfortunate is Pinnock, probably a tallest player. He's the one doing the long throws in the box. And he's probably one of the tallest players.
Yeah, he's the person where you need on the end of the throw. The ball is played around in the back by Mexico. Now we have Montez on it. Cesar Montez, Coach Diego Coco is in deep discussion with his staff. His second match in charge for Mexico. Our second, here comes the ball now, trying to get behind Javian Brown. They're looking for Chucky Lozani there. Good defending from Javian. Clears it out for a throw.
Nervous defending by Javian.
Have you seen some improvement in Javian's play, Junior? He's definitely been quite physical.
Yes.
Ball is now deep into the
before he used to...
Okay.
Yeah, he had looked nervous before, but now him definitely looked the part.
Well, he's definitely not going on these wild runs again, at least so far.
Yes.
Here's Chucky Lozano. Lozano, Johnson inside, trying to prevent the cross, blocks it out. Ball back to Mexico. Mexican players knocking it around. Reggaeboyz 2, Mexico 1. Looking for historic victory inside Estadio Azteca. Ball is sent into the... Looking for Henry. Henry finds Romo. Romo back to Henry. Henry looking send it wide as Mexico builds outside the Reggaeboyz box. Ball is with Lozano. Lozano looking for Orbelin Pineda, and he tries to chip it in, and goalkeeper Jamali Wade was quickly there to get it. Junior, this would be a historic victory if we can hold this thing. Huh?
Yeah, well, we still have 45. We're still 50 minutes away from before we start talking about that still. So, talk to me 49 minutes from now.
No premature comment.
Yeah.
Ball sent long,
Go
headed
up
on
3-1.
by Nelson, and almost had Leon Bailey in. Ricochet of defender Montez and out for a corner kick. Definite ploy here from the Reggaeboyz. Sends it long to their big striker, and he flick it on to his runners. This time it was Leon Bailey getting in. Montez recovered and out for a corner kick. Reggaeboyz corner kick. From the right side, facing the goal. If facing the goal, Reggaeboyz do have a height advantage. Bailey standing over it again. Last goal scored from a corner kick. Ball is sent in by Bailey. Reggaeboyz! Almost there. Ochoa was quickly on the back of Nelson there to get it out. Bailey with it. Bailey sends it long to Brown. Brown back to Ravel. Ravel to Johnson. Johnson to Brown. Brown to Ravel. Ravel to... You can lace the ball why Ravel a pass, man. And intercepted by is out for a throw. Ball is sent all the way back to Ochoa. Ochoa, Mexico definitely want to knock the ball around. Reggaeboyz is not chasing. Letting them have it in their half. Pinnock stepping up.
Pinnock getting pulled high again. Look how high Pinnock is.
Lozano with a shot off the post. Or was that save, Junior? Almost had the beating of Mr.
Saves off the
Jamali
bar.
Wade there. Mexico, long ball into the box. And out for a throw. Out for a goal kick. As we'll see the replay of this one again, Junior.
But sure touch it. A sure way touch it.
Ooh.
Yeah, touch it.
That was close. That was close. Off the crossbar.
It never looked like him. Never looked like him even meant to shoot it that hard.
Yeah, it does.
So that's great technique.
Exactly. Ball is headed on. Picked up
Great
by
technique.
Lowe. Jamal Lowe. Damian Lowe. Bobby Reed. Bobby Cordova Reed. Javian Brown. Bailey. Bailey now running at Sanchez. Trying to walk around Sanchez. And off. Player Gallardo and out for a throw.
So if you are Jamaica, you just want to see the next 3 minutes out and just get to halftime.
Reggaeboyz have to hold their lines here. Ball sends wide to Jorge Sanchez. Sanchez finds Luis Romo. Romo knocking it in the midfield for Edson Alvarez. Alvarez looking to send the ball long. Trying to find Chucky Lozano. And out for a throw. Javian Brown taking his time to get play restarted, and he should.
Very, very smart. The ball boy, I run come team with the ball, and Javian body language is saying, "Bye boy, where you go with that?" Asking for the ball.
43rd minute of play. Reggaeboyz leading 2-1. Coming like CONCACAF have one of them clock there. Them crazy clock there. Him can't do better. The CONCACAF time says 45 minute plus. What am a countdown. Seconds or minute. I'm never counting. Ball now with ball sends wide to Low. Push wide into the box. Jamal Low. Overran it.
Yo.
Oh. Jamal Low picks it up again. Back heel to Johnson. Reggaeboyz playing well. And now out for a throw to Mexico. Reggaeboyz.
Jamal Low for the better, man. Come off of a field, man.
Reggaeboyz almost had a golden opportunity there again, Junior.
An easy goal at for Low. It's an easy goal.
Jamal Low.
Easy.
And BM says we could use Corey Berg Pierce up front. Here comes the shot.
Relax, BM.
Sends inside quickly. Cleared out by Low. Sends wide. You were saying, Junior?
BM need for relax.
Why are we stopping on the play? Ball is sent over. Reggaeboyz getting very, very, very bad decision making here by the Reggaeboyz. Arguing with the referee. And it's a penalty, an idiotic penalty by the one Mr.
But just I was literally about to say Daniel Johnson and Ravel Morris boss. I'm just about to say boss.
And how is he saying, why is he slide tackling there? He was not going anywhere. Penalty to the... Oh my God. Take him off, I feel, right now. Don't even get another minute.
That should be red card.
And Damian Lowe... Yes, BM definitely did call it. And now he is arguing. I mean, brother, come off, I feel. No, that is... He was going away from goal. The touch was out of his range. And here comes Ravel Morrison sliding in.
Chucky, I miss it still. I back Chucky, I miss it. Over the bar.
I hope he does, Junior.
Over the bar.
He does. Here comes the penalty. And it's into the back of the net. It's just... It's actually self-destructive play. Two self-destructive player here from one, Mr. Ravel Morrison. Absolutely idiotic.
I was about to say, Daniel Johnson, and the player is not... All right, Ravel Morrison give the penalty. But look at the play again. Daniel Johnson could not move. He stood up and watched. He stood and watched the play around him.
Yeah, and
the ball play around him.
And Bobby Cordova-Reed said to him, like, Daniel, you're there. You have to go in. But them can't manage, man. I mean, them can't manage. No, three. No. Wild, big up Jeremian. Jeremian says Wild is absolutely idiotic. The man, he was going away from goal. He's in the 18-yard box, yes. He's about 17 yards away, going away from goal. Touch out of range. And now here comes the Reggaeboyz. Ball is with Bailey. Bailey running at Mexican defense. Push the ball to Shamar Nicholson. Push them wide. Nicholson now into a corner. And he's gotten a corner kick. And Nicholson is saying to Bailey he shouldn't have pushed it so wide, to push it straight. Yeah, I mean, Daniel Johnson in boss, Ravel boss, Bailey and Shamar Nicholson having a conversation, working out a strategy there.
Hey, Benton, Mikel Antonio not get no more game for Jamaica.
Yo, Junior, I'm ticked off, brother. We sat here and talked about Ravel Morris in Iran, about how the brother just, and the man come to foolishness. So the coach give a blind and give a game. And this you come do?
Halftime.
Halftime. Daniel Johnson, head down. Reggaeboyz.
I'm tired. You can't.
Yeah, go ahead, Junior.
Look, I understand. As it's halftime, 2-2, Jamaica versus Mexico. If you haven't done so as yet, hit the likes button, hit the subscribe button, subscribe on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Ballchat, every week, every Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern. We'll have a weekly show, just talk football live every Sunday, right? But it's so easy. Ravel Morrison, it's so easy to call him the bug of the game. It is so easy to say it's an idiotic tackle. It's so easy to say it's wild and blah, blah, blah. But leading up to that instance, to that brain fart of a player, Daniel Johnson is not playing defense. The defenders having trouble clearing out the ball. You, Benton, asks why the players stop playing when Leon Bailey tried for claim that the ball was hands, and the ref gave a throw to Mexico. The whole front line was complaining with the referee. So yes, it is so easy to point the finger at Ravel Morrison, and rightfully so. But we also need to post blame to the players.
It's not easy. It's not easy. I mean, all right, we are big man, you know, and when we do foolishness, as your granny used to say, we have to account for it.
Right.
Earlier on in that play, you have to say, okay, Leon Bailey, you can't stop on a play at ask for call, and the front line, you cannot stop on a play. And also, I think a part of the dispute was that the Mexican player was on the ground kicking the ball. And so, you know, some say, yo, you cannot allow this in a game. But at the end of the day, the play continued. So from that player in their half, in the Mexican half, in the Mexican team half, to now to the Reggaeboyz half, all the way to the Reggaeboyz 18-yard box, there were countless of errors. There were players as a unit to step up and say, okay, let's forget them things there, and we'll just see out this game, see out this half. Ravel, Daniel, I mean, Bobby Reed, everybody in that vicinity, just like, yo, make him man do what I do. And then Ravel with him lunge. No, man, that's very disappointing. And it's disappointing not just from the vantage point that you give up a penalty, but the goal is the recklessness of it. Because you could have probably gotten a red card. And you could have hurt the player.
Should have gotten a red card.
You know? So, and brother.
Should have gotten a red card.
So, I guess I'm saying when you're tired, we do foolishness when we're exhausted. And
yes.
Yeah.
Yo, it's a pity we can't show. I wish you could have shown Daniel Johnson. You want to tell what Daniel Johnson look like? Daniel Johnson look like me next week Sunday at the ball field. Yeah. When after 10 minutes of ball game, the other side for goalkeeper and a scrimmage goal, I'm gonna stand up and it's 4 against 1. Daniel Johnson head did this. And his body never follow him head. The man literally head was going like this. His mind was telling him, go back. And his body stood still like, brother, I'm tired. That's how we going to look next week Sunday on the ball field. But you cannot do that in the Nations League game. And we spoke about it. We spoke about it at length in the 10-minute weather delay. BM talk about it for the start of the game. And then it's just, there's no way second half is started and you have the same 2 players playing midfield.
Yeah,
no way.
You have to take them off, man. The dentist needs to do something about this. That instant sub. In fact, right now, I need to tell, if I was the head coach and the management staff, I say, Ravel, find your way home, brother. We don't need you anymore. You're not committed to the job at hand. Brother, go on a yard. No, because it's
no. He's committed, Benta. No, he's committed.
Junior, you cannot tell me that this brother is committed to take trips. And it's easy to sit down and make talk and make joke about these things, but Regin, We are play the ball game and we are work hard, you know. You don't know how it go already. We are work hard. You are play ball and you see your man, the brother just dash for your game. So I want you, man. You don't know how that feels. So my man them on the field right now we are work hard and them lungs are bro. I'll Shamar Nicholson probably I say, yo brother, how you do? Come me up at top and work hard, you know, man. And at this year do. Oh man, foolishness this man. Absolute. So yeah. And we're seeing the replay now. We'll see if we can, like,
goals.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Both
Daniel
goals
Johnson,
were avoided.
like, what, bro? Like, what is that? And then Daniel Johnson, I hold up him head. I look. I say, boy, wait, what, go on? And then Bobby Cadova read.
Better.
Yeah.
That's the look of a man that's tired.
It's unbelievable, Junior. Unbelievable. Football family, we're gonna going through the highlights of the first half. We'll pull up the stats of the first half, but we're just a bit frustrated right now. We're just a bit frustrated. Just a bit very frustrated right now, because this is a foolishness. What changes would you make, Junior? You said
the midfield.
The entire midfield.
Yeah.
Man, see if I can.
That's just it.
How do you? Can the Reggaeboyz get anything?
You don't change. You're all right. If I'm the dentist, you have an opportunity to set a record, right? You should be well aware. I don't think Jamaica has ever defeated Mexico in Mexico.
Yeah.
Right? And you probably won't get a better opportunity than now. So you're not thinking about coming out with the draw. You're thinking about winning this game. So I'm not changing anything other than the midfield.
Yeah, because a draw doesn't help you, right? You have nothing to lose. You don't have nothing else. You draw. You're still in a Group B at the tournament. I mean, you're still in a League A at the tournament. You go back, but make a fist of it. The second half, because Mexico right now probably come in and say, we're good, because they are in a position where a draw suits them well. My Bex, man. I'm absolutely ticked off with Ravel Morrison. Absolutely ticked off with him.
No, all right. I share the same sentiment, but again, I am disappointed in the execution of the whole team leading up to Ravel Morrison foolishness. So yes. everybody have to take a blame. Everybody have to take a piece of the blame for that.
Absolutely.
And if I am both teams should be saying right now in the locker room that they are happy with where they are. In terms of the game should have easily been 2-0 either way, right?
Yeah.
Because really and truly, Jamaica first goal came out of nowhere and is a great goal, but is unexpected, right? It's not Kevin De Bruyne taking the shot. It's Bobby Reid. And the second goal is an own goal. So if I was Mexico, Jamaica had the best start they could have ever had at the Azteca. I would still tie 2-2. We'll go out there and we'll do our thing in the second half for all right. If I am Jamaica, I would say both goals are buck-up goals. Both Mexico goals are buck-up goals. They are both avoidable. They're both fixable. They're both down to concentration or lack of concentration and execution. If we do better the second half, we can't lose because we are going to create chances, right? So the game is finally poised, in my opinion.
All right. I have the image up of the penalty, the play prior to the penalty. As you rightfully say, look at one, Mr. Daniel Johnson, who actually stopped on the player and didn't follow through
Right.
because the ball, he actually, if he was,
He's closer to the ball than Ravel.
yeah, he's closer to the ball than. Yo, I joke. No, this is a joke thing. This no man, I can't think this. Cause look at the Mexican player. He's trying to get to it, and he's going away from goal. Ravel is outside the 18 in the arc. Daniel
Are
is
rushing.
outside. It's just boy, Jaja.
I have to say, Ravel, what I know what that was an attacker's tackle in the 18-yard box. Because you have to say to yourself, like, all right, Ravel, what are you thinking?
And here is the tackle.
Mexican, he cannot score. There is no way he's going to score getting to the ball right there. There's no way.
And here is
What are you
Ravel's tackle. Junior, that's some a Tyrone. Big up Tyrone. Not Tyrone cricketer Tyrone, but Tyrone wild defender type from Sunday League ball game. What?
Oh, but the two of them stay the same way.
And there is the tackle now from Ravel. 2 foot. What kind of lunge is, brother? And as you can see, the Mexican player, Mr. Martin, Henry Martin, is trying to reach the ball. So now, Ravel, as a midfield general, with him, one would think him just draw the ball back and he has the ball because the player is trying to reach the ball. So all he have to do is just pull the ball away from him. The man, no sir, this don't make no sense, Junior. I think Ravel really want to get sub. I think he's doing a Kante. I think this is the Kante at Spurs. He's doing a Kante thing. I think he wants to come off the field. He cannot manage the physicality, the game, and he wants to come off. So I say, yo, rather than tell coach to take him off, he's making sure that coach knows he want to come off. No, because if you look at the Mexican, no, he didn't get a red. He didn't get a red. Did he even get a card?
No, he didn't get a card, but he should have gotten a red card.
Because, Junior, am I thinking of this incorrectly? Because Martin, number 20, is reaching for the ball. Couldn't Ravel has just drag with the ball from Martin?
Benton, that is a tired man tackle. That is a man that's saying, I don't want to control the ball here, sir. I don't want to shield off the ball. We don't want to turn. We just want to beat skin. He just want right now. He was hoping to just kick the ball straight. Hey, I don't need that. Look what our goalkeeper face. Go back to that angle again. And look what our keeper face. I to the keeper looking like, yo, a shoot. Ravel was shoot after one goal.
Jamali, wait. Because Ravel is because Martin is going away from goal. He's reaching for a ball that is out of his reach. Ravel just give the man a penalty to box cover. No, man, he won't come
No. Somebody look at his pictures. No, somebody put his pictures and wait. When did a black man start keep for Mexico? Because there's no way the player in the yellow is the attacker, and the player in the green are the player in the yellow is the defender, the player in the green is the attacker. No way.
And
it just.
Oh my goodness.
I'll give me alone.
And
I look at that now like he was a Jesus. How would that brother come from, man?
Hey, and Junior is, and then he has the audacity to say, well, I guess he said he did touch the ball. He could touch the ball. No, we haven't. Sometimes we have to take. Jeremy says I would want to be in the Jamaica locker room right now. I mean, if I'm a manager, no, man, the dentist supposed to tell him about him clot, man, in Icelandic or whatever language him speak.
Yep.
No, man, if him speak part, I'm supposed to tell him about him parts because that don't make no sense.
Yep.
Jose Mourinho, right? So if one of his players does that, he might tell him to go on. Come off. Come out. Come out. You're not seeing the field again. No, I was trying to find the image with because with Daniel Johnson and Mr. Bobby Reed, because Bobby Reed identified to Daniel and said, it's two of you. You are here with him, two of you.
Right.
Because Daniel Johnson just gave up on the play and put him on the head. Like a smart if he dead. And turn around. I mean, I said, what kind of... And these are our midfielders. We're not on belly, boss.
Yeah, yeah. And so, and, you know, we brought up Manchester United earlier. Ten Hag changed the toilet from rain delay. Right?
Yeah.
So any substitution that happen now, the question that will always be asked is, why you never make the substitution at the rain delay?
You know, the rain delay. This is true. It's almost like we saw it coming. We said it. We said it.
Survive the half with the midfield where you have. We said it.
Wow. I mean, and again, we're shooting ourselves in the foot. Let's take a look at the first half statistics and get some numbers. After we kind of cool down, let's look at the numbers for the first half. First half stats, family. 10 shots for Mexico. 2 shots for the Reggaeboyz. 3 on targets for Mexico, 2 on targets for the Reggaeboyz. 66% possession, Mexico 34 possession. Passing accuracy, I mean, Juna, I don't know. What do you think of these stats? Nothing really stand out.
I think it's a misleading stat because Jamaica has 34 possession because they want to not have 70% of the ball. They
were giving up the ball.
Possession. Right. They were more. I think their strategy is more keep Mexico away from your goal. That's why they're doing a zonal marking system, keeping the ball on the wide side, and when they get the ball, they try to be lethal in attack. So that's a misleading stat. The passes is misleading. The pass accuracy is what would be troubling because you're fine. Mexico is making more short passes. I do expect it to have more accurate passes than Mexican players, but the accuracy of your passes should be above 75%. If you can be above 75%, if you're talking not money football, numbers in football right now. If you are playing long ball football and you are completing more than 75% of your passes, that means that you are putting constant pressure on the goal with timely passes, right? So we need to increase our pass accuracy going forward, and that will give us more chances going up.
The players restarted, and Daniel Johnson and Ravel Morrison are still on the field. No substitution made by the dentist.
Yeah, that's puzzling.
That is puzzling. Let's check to make sure that no substitution was made by either.
Yeah, no substitution.
No substitution for either team, right?
Let me check for Mexico. But that's puzzling, though.
It seems like there is a substitution for the Reggaeboyz. I think Javian Brown seems to be out. At least CONCACAF has Javian Brown out. Yep, Javian Brown is out. Lembikiza is in for Javian Brown. Wait, so are the only sub he make? So Lembikiza is on for Javian Brown. Lembikiza was good against Trinidad. He's playing in the right back position. Junior, you agree with that sub?
It's idiotic madness. Madness. You're
Ball is
not
with
trying to win the
Bailey.
game.
Leon Bailey now has Lambekiza for help. Sends it wide to Amari Bell. A bit overcooked. Bell hands it down to Jamal Lowe. Intercepted by Montez. Luis Roma picks it up. Mexico's Luis Roma. Yo, take off Ravel off of the field. He's lunch. Everything is a lunch. He's late. He's constantly late. Here comes Mexico. And the ball is now picked up by Bell. Bell now finds Pile Youth. Unable to pull it off. Here comes Shamar Nicholson, and a handball is called there. So one sub for the Reggaeboyz, no sub for for Coach Diego Coco of Mexico. Javier Brown is off. Mr. Lembekisa is on in the right back position. Now Lembekisa is seeing a lot of Chucky. As Chucky has the ball, Irvin or Lozano. Lembekisa is definitely a much more aggressive right back. He's definitely getting into Chucky's face as opposed to playing off him like Javan did. So we will see. Chucky Lozano now picks it back up on the left. Going at Lembekisa. Plays back by Chucky. Back to Edson Alvarez. Alvarez sends it wide. Montez. Jorge Sanchez. Ball is played down the run. Lembekisa is out of position. Ball is now picked up a shot. And Rafael Morrison with a body sacrificing tackle. And here comes Mexico picking up the ball. They're asking for a handball. Lowe had his hand on his side as referee Ilfat pointed out. Corner kick. VAR is taking a look.
Penalty that's penalty.
That's another penalty. He doesn't have his hand. Wait, referee, you're blind? Man, have you had his side? VAR is taking a look. Referee says
no, they don't have VAR in Nations League.
Then I thought he went over to VAR earlier.
No.
Corner kick into the box, flipped on. And
yeah, there's no VAR in Nations League. I think VAR will only happen if all nations
all
have
locations. You can't just admit. Yeah. And that makes sense. Some countries probably, but I thought CONCACAF.
That would have been a penalty for Mexico.
Yeah, we need to. Maybe someone can tell us if they actually have VAR.
No, they don't.
Okay.
I'm sure they don't have VAR. It's a clear penalty.
Big up to Melovic. Ravel says Ravel is a fraud for FFS. Boy. 2-2. Still need just one goal ahead, family. We need 3 points to Reggaeboyz need 3 points to go to the semifinals of CONCACAF Nations League.
If we draw, I thought we still have with the driver's seat to the draw.
No, man. If we draw, that's it. We're 3 teams in the group. They defeated Suriname. So they're on 7 points coming into today's game. Mexico, that is.
Oh, yeah.
And we were on 5. If we draw, that's it. Here comes... What, you trying to reevaluate your prediction?
No, man.
Shot from way outside.
I was close enough.
Well, it's not over yet.
I don't think the keeper had that covered. It looked like he would have it covered. That was a close shot.
Your assessment of Mr. Jamali Wait tonight. I mean, have you seen enough to say that he's definitely somebody? He plays for the what? River Rounds in USL.
There's nothing. I mean, he couldn't do anything for the 2 goals.
Ball sent wide.
He just
Ball sent wide.
sure-handed.
Louis Roma trying to flip it on, and a sliding tackle there from Damon Lowe. Out for a corner kick as Mexico is up in the pressure. 2-2. 2-2, we're in the 55th minute. Corner kick taken. And blocked out by Bobby Reed and out. Well, the dentist forgets him have sub. Him have subs.
They didn't make one.
Well, yes, he did. He did. Took off Lembe Kisa. Took off Javier Brown and put on Lembe Kisa. Corner kick to Mexico. Sends into the box. Headed up by Amari Bell. Picked up by Bailey. Bailey getting roughed up on a foul. And Bailey is upset with the player there. I don't know why he's getting up to want to go at Jesus Gallardo. Easily on Bailey. Daniel Johnson gets the bug of the week, still on the field. Ravel Morrison gets another bug of the week, still on the field. So if these two players get bugs of the week, then Mr. Hal Grimson...
Who decides to make them step on the field and forget bug of the week, too?
Yeah, Mr. Hal Grimson should get a Bailey trying to send through. Reggaeboyz shot! Almost could have gone anywhere there from Jamal Lowe.
Jamal Love come off of the field, too. Lowe should come off of the field, too.
Almost a shot ricocheted out of Montez and out for corner kick. Reggaeboyz definitely has a height advantage. Now referee Ilfat again is having some discussion with the players. I mean, here's the corner kick headed in and a huge save by Guillermo Ochoa. Wow.
Yo, the ball lick him.
Straight at him, but he had to save it anyway, Junior. Ball sent long. Reggaeboyz definitely have an advantage with this height. And Ravel Morrison now is in a tussle with a Mexican player. According to CONCACAF VAR Q&A, they said that they did introduce it into the competition in 2021. Junior.
Yeah, but it's not there now. All countries at least in the zone have to have that ability. I'm 100% sure of that.
Okay, we're gonna. Because I thought they said they put money in the budget for it. Here comes Mexico. Hector Moreno sends it wide, looking for Chucky. Chucky has Lambakisa for company. Chucky sends it in. A heavy touch there by Jorge Sanchez and is out for a throw.
But the thing is, he's able to miscontrol. As I see the replay, yeah, good save. Actually, nah, good save.
Yeah, because he was going in the other direction, right?
But good. We'll see if that good save.
Very tight encounter. Reggaeboyz need this 3 points. Throw into the Reggaeboyz. Bell sends it in. Bailey picks it up, trying to go at his player, taken off of him, or turned over by Mont.
Boy, from Bailey, I try to sell at somebody, I can't sell it.
Now Daniel Johnson picks it up in midfield, and Daniel Johnson gives it away in midfield. Here comes Mexico. Pineda. Ravel with a sliding tackle. Shot! Blocked out, cut out by the Reggaeboyz.
The second ball, again,